Hello, this is Lynda Cromar. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to create pages. You want a few kind of targeted pages that just help you kind of maneuver and help others to maneuver inside of the Power Blog. You want to keep it simple though. I have a lot of pages I have not actually put up here. I'm going to show you how you do this so that you just keep it nice and clean and pretty much so that people are having an easy time getting around, because maneuverability inside of your blog is really critical. You want to keep it kind of clutter free, because sometimes I see people, oh my god, they have so much junk on their website. It loads slow, it's hard to get around. You don't want that. So this is the front page. It's like your home page. In other words, it's where your main link that you have to buy inside a Power Lead system to hook up to your blog goes to. And then I have as my second page blog. Now I did a little bit about this in the training yesterday. Blog is where my content lives. In other words, anytime I do a blog post, it shows up in here. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a few minutes here. And then the About Me is a very simple page, just telling a little bit about who I am and what I offer. And then the training page is a place where I can invite them to the training. And I'm going to update this because I think it's a little bit behind. But basically right now it is just very, very simple. I'm going to have a third page here, or a fourth page probably, eventually, because I'm going to have my own training. I haven't put that in here. I haven't set it up for 2017. I've done some other things, but they're old. I don't want those. And this needs to be upgraded. So, and then Lynda Recommends is where I share any of the resources or things I sell. In other words, there are some things, for instance, I do want to promote right away Power Lead System, because this is about Power Lead System, and then the Simple Freedom Company products. I don't have a lot of other things I'm going to share. And then I also lead them back to my training page. I have a lot of the stuff interact. This is like, for instance, this one goes to a hidden page that is not set up in that menu across the top. And that's what I mean. You can have lots of pages. You don't have to have them all on the menu. In fact, I don't have any drop downs. I have that done that way on purpose because I don't want it to get confusing and so busy that people get lost and they what happens when people get confused. They click out and they go away. You don't want that. So here's what I'm going to show you. First of all, to get to your Power Blog, it's inside your Power Lead system, and you go right here. Now, if you haven't set up a blog, you need to make sure that you've set it up. When you get to the page where it lets you get inside of your Power Lead system blog, it has several choices here. Home takes you back to getting started. My Sites gets you to your blog. And Tutorials get you to the setup pages that are already in here from Power Lead System to help you get set up properly with your blog. So make sure and watch those if you have not. And then you can go to Sites, which will show you. Right now I only have the one blog, but I intend to have others. So then I want to go to my dashboard. That's going to take you inside the actual blog. Now, if you've ever worked with a WordPress before, generally they have WordPress menus over here on the side, but they have opted not to do that in this sense. So the first step to creating any of those pages or any new pages you want to go to is to go to Pages. So first we're going to go to Pages. And as you can see, I do actually have quite a few other pages but I don't have them all hooked up on the front page, and I did that on purpose because I want people to go to those after they've gotten acquainted with me a little bit, and they don't need to see thousands of pages. That's just going to be confusing. But they will click on those pages from the inside of those other pages because they're hooked up to those. So if you want a new page, say you haven't done an About Me or you haven't done your home page yet, then you can just do it from Add New. And also, if you have a primary, we call it a primary, and a network marketing company or anything like that, this is a good place where you can do that. And I suggest you actually make a page about, kind of generally about your multi-level. I haven't done that for mine yet, but I probably will. And then again, make it something that you can put on your resources or pages or something like that. Don't make it a direct page that they have to see when they go to your blog. Make it a little harder to get to because you want to promote that as a second or third option, not as your first option. That is one of the things that a lot of people really get confused about, is they think they have to promote their network marketing company at the beginning, and I'm teaching you here that it's better to make it a second or third option, not your first. You want them to become a lead and possibly a buyer of Power Lead System first. At least that's how I promote it. So that's where you would add pages. And then the next part, let's go back to dashboard. After you've created a page that you want it to show up in that menu at the top, you need to go to Menu Management. And some of this will be self-explanatory as you go along. Now, as you can see, here's the menu that you saw on my front page. Here are the actual items right there. They're all here. I have home first. You can actually rearrange your pages or you can add to it. Now, as you can see, I've got other pages in here that I have not added to the front page. I could actually do that. I'm going to put this one on there. That is one I do want on there. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to put it in there in the menu, and then I'm going to put it low. I don't want it under anything. I want it to be at the back part of my blog, not at the front part. I want them to go to blog or about me or training first. I could change that later, and then make sure and save the menu. And like I said, though, keep it really, really simple. Don't do a whole lot of crazy things in here, because then the menu gets too crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit one of my buttons, which is going to make that one pop up in there. As you can see, it's now in here. And I put it back here next to Lynda Recommends. And what that's going to show is it's one of the things we had. It's actually an older piece that we did earlier in the year, but it's a pretty decent page, and it does make people go to, and I have to hook up actually my these pages here. I don't know if those links work. Or you can decide, I'm not ready for that to be in there. That page is not quite yet ready to go. I can actually remove it, and it won't show up in that menu. It's just as simple as that. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Okay, I did say I wanted to remove it. Oh, I actually took off the wrong menu. I took off Lynda Recommends. I don't want that to be removed. So I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to save it. Now it's going to look like it did before. And I'm going to hit home again just so it refreshes. And again, it's back to where it was. So that's all you have to do. When you do create pages, you can go, like I said, to your dashboard. And I recommend that you actually, if you have a lot of pages, especially if you have things about your network marketing, yes, you can make pages. These are static things that you can talk about. Another nice thing about using pages is that they can be a link inside your website as you create blog posts where you can send them to look at more information about it. You can put a link in any of your blog posts towards these pages. You simply just have to go grab the link from these pages. You can view these at any time, whether they're inside or whether they're outside. For instance, if I wanted to look at this one, this is an inside page, and I can see it, and I have a link to it, and it's a direct link, but it does not connect with any of those pages. And another thing that's really good about not making it a drop down, in other words, not a parent, not a child under one of these main pages, is that it keeps this link shorter as well. So this page just talks about the Simple Freedom products that we all promote, most of us. And I can actually put, if I wanted to, another page similar to this. That would be my network marketing company. I do have one, but I haven't created one at this point. I think I will make it an inside page, and then I will actually connect it with Lynda Recommends. So it would be, I will put it at the bottom of this because it's not going to be my first thing. So I'm going to put it down here, my network marketing company, and then it's going to actually just have a picture, go and check out my primary, and it'll be an inside page, but it will not be on this menu. And I'm doing that on purpose because I do not want to have too many pages up here. You could have this fill clear across. You can have it so that it drags down and goes all over the place. But the problem with that is that people will just click all over and then get confused and not even know how to get back to the beginning where you want them. Because what is our real purpose with this blog? Sell Power Lead System. Keep it simple, keep it clean, and you'll do really well, I promise you. Hope that helps. I'm going to upload this as soon as it's finished.